Welcome back. Let's stick some more stuff into the engineering hull. I said there'd be more gluing. There's going to be more gluing after this as well. Sorry. Alright, we'll start with the small one. I've put the foam tape onto the back of the LED strip. Now I must remove the protective film. Maybe. Possibly. Thank you. And then, with the round bit having the very 4 LED, keeping it along the top, just bend that around and bend that around, trying to keep that flush with the top, and then just gently squeeze to let the adhesive grip on. It's actually a little bit wonky, but there's a bit of play that we can just squidge it around a touch. That's nice and simple, and we'll use some PVA to attach that to the aft section once we've adhered it to the engineering hull. And here's the big one. As you can see, the wedge we put on is fully secure with that PVA. So we'll just go ahead and remove the protective film. Come on. And go. Find our middle LED. Line that up. There we go. Do this side first. And then this side. There. Gently apply pressure, make sure it's stuck down, just like the other one. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One quick thing I do need to do is just cut the tail off, as it's sticking out a bit into the 555 timer. And then once again we can get out the old PVA, splooge onto the bottom of the island, make sure we have it the right way around, and we want that to tuck nice and firm up against the 555, like that. And a bit of masking tape to make sure it stays in place. To make sure a nice firm connection with the bottom, I'll just put this tub of thinner on top of it, just to weigh it down. While that dries, I have some internal windows to gather, which will be pieces number 39 and 53. These windows have decals that go behind them. However, the decals don't actually fit the windows properly, so I'm not going to use the decals for the windows. I'm going to frost the back to give that same diffuse light as on the other clear parts, and then we need to paint in the grey hull-coloured surround, which is easy enough. We just mask off the windows, hit it with our hull grey, take off the masking, spray the reverse, job's a good one. Here we have the windows, and what I'm going to do is I have some liquid mask here, which is basically a rubber compound that dries back into rubber. Got it on a small brush, and I'm just going to dab it into the windowsill, let the liquid fill the area, and then we can just spray right on top of it. Just blob it in for each window. If we overspill, then it's a very simple case of just removing and trying again until we get it right. Surface tension is such a wonderful thing. Alright, they're primed and sprayed, and now we just have to remove the masking. Now this is as simple and satisfying as peeling skin. Just take the scalpel, very lightly brush away the mask and then tidy up the edges with the edge of the blade. There. No need to rush. Nice and easy. Trying to make sure that we don't take off any more than we have to. Okay, that one where I used a lot of masking was a lot easier to get out than the ones where I was more conservative. So there's a good tip. Make sure you use plenty of masking so that it sticks up above the groove, and it'll come out right easy. And when that's done, this is just on some masking tape, you'll see that on one side we have our grey hull colour, and the other side is still beautiful glass, which we will frost up once I've peeled them all off. There we are. And now I'll take a fresh piece of masking tape, make sure I put them face down, and make sure I quite firmly put them down as well, because I don't want the frosting to spill around to the front face. And we'll frost the backs. And here we have the finished result. Painted on one side, frosted nicely on the other. We'll glue those in, but first we need to start working with our microcrystal clear. That's almost all of the gluing. Don't worry, we're almost beyond the scope, and you can see the thing lit up in stars. But until then, I'm Raven, and that's all from the desk.